So when it comes from doing anything with Adobe Express, using it from the browser is the best option. If you go to new.express.adobe.com, that'll get you into Adobe Express. Of course, can just Google Adobe Express login and then log in via that. So this is the screen you're first going to start up with. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show y'all how to do it from the templates today, but of course you can use a lot of these skills and do it completely from scratch. View all, if it's not appearing for you, you can either A, type up here, animate characters, you click on quick action, scroll down, and it should be this button right here. And then we have this lovely screen. You can tell which one I use quite often, and that's just the mouth. But you have various characters already created that you can go with. You also have different backgrounds that you can choose. A lot of these are definitely very more cartoonish, which works great for like a welcome video or maybe even more of a something to kind of catch their eyes, about 2 minutes of just one interesting fact type thing. Nothing that you would necessarily want to, at this point, use as more of your informational piece due to the fact that highly effective practices suggest that when creating videos for an educational purpose, like a tutorial or things like that, you really want to use more of your live action in real videos, which you can do animations with real videos too. Be careful that you don't end up with a Broadway Cats build to the video, but it is possible to go that route if you want to. My character that I usually like to use, of course, is the smiley face. If I can find, there we go. We have multiple different types of smiley faces that we can do. And I'm going to do the friendly smiley face. And I'm not going to use a background on this one. I'm going to make it transparent this way that I can choose any image I want. So if I want to take an image of my classroom or my office or something like that, I can use that as a background and use a live picture or not live picture, real picture. And then we're going to add our voice to it. Voice. We're going to add our audio portion to it. We can either A, browse if we happen to have an audio portion already saved. I do not currently have audio saved, but you can record up to 2 minutes. And this is actually very useful because, again, highly effective practices to suggest to keep videos under 3 to 5. Making it where the audio is only 2 minutes, especially for just a quick little snapshot, makes it a lot easier to work with. Now, once you do make the video, you can piecemeal other videos together and make it longer if you want it. You don't have to just be restricted to the 2 minutes. Hopefully, I can get it to record while we're recording because it would have been smarter to have actual audio saved beforehand. But you'll just hit record, count you down. Hello, welcome. And then it starts thinking about it. And I do like the little countdown feature because I on time is very when it comes down to making sure all of this is accurate. Having that on countdown feature does make it a lot easier that so you don't have a whole bunch of dead space that uses up your little 2 minute time period for recording. It does take a minute as it generates everything because it has to decide tone and volume of what you're saying it to decide how to move the lips and whether or not you're saying it in more of a happy tone or just more of a meh tone, things like that. I have noticed that if it is audio that you're uploading versus immediate recording, depending on the length of the audio, but keeping it within this like 3 seconds that I just did, moving it from a file you already have does seem to go quicker, at least in past experiences. And because it is taking so long, I may actually open up one I have already done so y'all can see what it looks like completed. Okay, so this one does have a recording on it. It is an apple. I added the eyeballs here. So we're gonna just go back Here's my recording. As you can see, it moves and all of that as it's recording. To add in a background to it, actually, I'm going to change the color to, there we go. I'm going to change the color. Now I've switched the color, so now it's going to have the inside's going to be that green color, the outside's going to be the black. You can just do that via the effects and the dual tone. So if you wanted to do it more using our university colors, it is perfectly, looks a little creepy, but yeah, that's possible too. Now I want to go because I did use a transparent background and it's just floating mouth there. I want to go and add in a element and I'm going to add in, I just find adding in an apple is the easiest if you can spell the word apple. Yay. Okay. So we do have a couple of different options when it comes to what we want to use. I would suggest using either a design asset or stickers, which are already moving. So you do want to be kind of, since the stickers are already moving, you're going to have to be a little bit careful in placement. But it's not impossible to do it. You also have the option of going and adding in a real photo of an apple. Yay, I spelled it correctly that time. Or apple pie. So there's all kinds of different apples that have appeared. I'm going to use an apple tree. I'm going to add it to as a layer on the canvas rather than as a part of the sequence. If you add it as part of a sequence, it's going to add it at the extra at point here. So it won't actually be with my mouthpiece here. So I like this apple. It's pretty. I'm going to make it the full screen. I want my lips back to the front. And then I'm actually going to go ahead and set that as background. Make it a little bit easier for me. There we go. And then because I've set it as background, it kind of locks it in place so I can focus more on making sure the lips move where I want them to. And then you know what? We need some eyeballs because if the apple's going to be talking, we might as well add some eyes to it. Why not eyes with glasses? Let's see. You know what? I don't really like those. I don't want stickers. Okay, so we got a couple of different options here. I don't think that would be a good idea. That looks like a very aggressive apple. I don't want my apple judging me. Friendly eyes. How about that? How about friendly eyes? Oh, no, friendly eyes aren't going to give me what I want either. Another fun part of having a search bar is there we go. Those are the ones I was using earlier, so I like them. We're going to pull them down here. We're going to put them there on top of it. And then, of course, just like we did with the lips, we're going to come change the color. We're going to do that by doing the dual tones. And you know what? Again, I like our university colors. So I can go ahead and switch those out. What? I'm going to switch them out like that. And then making sure that we have, yeah, and then, so now we have our apple here just kind of sitting. We got a mouth, we got eyes. If we wanted to go add arms, we could try to find some arms and do that. At this point, I'm just going to hit play. I noticed that his lip dropped down below the apple. That looks a little weird. So I'm going to bump everything up a little bit just so we don't have the lips falling off of his face.
Hello.
There we go. Yay. All right. And then when time comes to actually want to use it for whatever purposes, you can just go to download. You want to download it as the MP4 and hit download. Hopefully it works quicker than what it was doing a while ago. Um, but in essential, that is it. You have options of, yay, okay, that was quick. Now it's downloaded. It's for use it as you will. My coworker Rose actually completed one, which I will show you. I think it's adorable. I'm going to go to view all. We're going to ignore all the wonderful variety that I have here. Rose actually used the full template. She did the a popcorn and she had a background for it. This is what you use, what happens when you use the full template, so you're not necessarily putting pieces together.
Hello and welcome.
And so with the full templates, you do have movement already built in to the avatars. And then, of course, you can go from there. We can add more scenes to it. Well, I can't to this one because I don't have editorial rights, but you can add more scenes, add more videos. Let me go back to my talking apple. And that's all by clicking on this add media portion. You can upload, so if you have multiple of these little clips together, you can add them there, or you can just add a completely blank screen and go from there. So that's it in a nutshell. So very sweet, short little webinar workshop today. If you do have any questions in the future, please feel free to reach out to us. I will go ahead and drop my email in the chat. I am more than happy to set up any situations where you want to talk about how to use this for your course, or if you have any questions on how to use other Adobe features, I am more than happy to set up an appointment with you. All right, without further ado, y'all have a wonderful day and thank y'all for stopping by.